Transfer to Route 51. Ohio. Stop recording.
Well, I was still trying to make it happen. And somehow I timed it wrong. I had an interview set up for today on the south side of town, and I had to be there between 2 and 4 p.m., but somehow I thought it was between 12 and 2 p.m. So I timed it wrong and got here super early. Um, so I decided to get off the bus and post up by a nearby park to kill some time. I got about an hour and a half to kill. So, yeah, that sucks. But good thing it's a park nearby. At least I got somewhere where I can kind of sit and get my game plan together and eat a little something. And when I say eat a little something, I literally mean a little something. I got about a half a loaf of bread on me and a little bag of potato chips. So we'll just find me a nice little spot in the park and eat the potato chips and the loaf of bread while I get my game plan together. And all of this is going on simply because, dude, I stopped at a gas station and left my car running because my battery was weak. So if I cut it off, I had ran the risk of it not starting and being stranded. So I left it running, went in there for just a minute or two, and within that time, some bum ass, ghetto ass nigga jumped in my shit and rolled off. I mean, man, that's why I said, dude, like, it's just like bad luck everywhere I go. So some people say it's my fault. They say, well, you left it running. Had you not left it running, you'd still have it right now. And I guess that's true. No guessing, but, that's true. But I say, damn, people just can't mind their fucking business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could leave your car running in front of me, and I'm broke, boy, and I'd never, run off with your shit. Like, damn, people can't mind their fucking business. So, people say it's my fault. I say it's the dude's fault. Um, and then the way it went down was the damn cashier was taking all day to like run my food stamp card. So, had it went normal, I would have been out in time. But this particular time, he was taking forever to run the card. And I had my eyes on the van the whole time. And when I looked down at the card machine within that split second, that's when the bum ass nigga jumped in my shit. And at the corner of my eye, I see my van pulling off. It's already out of the gas station parking lot. So I'm like, damn, I can't even catch it. So when he turned onto the main road, he got caught at a red light. So I said, okay, that's my opportunity. So I ran out of the gas station full speed. And I'm thinking, as I'm running up to it, I'm like, I only got one chance to do this right. So I said, if I run up to the passenger side and just open the door and jump in, I'd be in the van with him. But I knew that door was locked. So if I had ran up to that door and tried to open it, he'd see me and he could just pull right off. So I said, let me run to the driver's side where he's at. The window's down, the door is unlocked. So I run to the driver's side. I actually open the door, get my hands on him, and as I place my hands on him, he hits the gas. So I'm holding on to the door and holding on to him running with the van. And as he turns the corner, he's picking up speed, and as he turns the corner, it flings me off of the van onto the 3-lane busy street. And I hit the ground, and that's how my elbow got scraped up, which prevented me from donating plasma for like 3 weeks. And as I get back up, I just see my van just going full speed down the street. And I was just burning inside. Like, I can't believe that happened. All my stuff was in the van. All my cell phones, everything. And then come to find out, this happened at about 11:30 a.m. Come to find out, at 6 p.m., the van had been picked up because it was crashed into a wall and totaled on the east side of town in the hood. So it was like, you did this for nothing, bro. I mean, I probably would have had a little bit more respect for you had you just kept the van and, did something with it. But damn, you just totaled my shit. Like, damn, you could have just parked it and left it. At least I could have got my shit back and had a place to stay and had transportation to get around and handle my business. But you just flipped my whole life upside down for what? For nothing. And the sad part about it is that he had a ski mask on, so I really can't identify him. I really don't know what he looked like. The only way I could identify him is he would have to have that exact same outfit on that he had, which was them dirty ass Nike Dunks, them bum ass black shorts, and that dingy ass red hoodie with the black ski mask on. That's the only way. And he looked like he was probably about 17 years old. I just wish I could beat the shit out of him, honestly. Part of me want to take his life. And then the man in me is just like, damn, you just got to move on and just forget about it. The more I think about it, the more it eat me up. So now I'm sleeping in a storage, catching a dirty ass bus around town to handle my business, all because of this bum ass nigga can't mind his business. And that's what I mean when I say, it's a difference between being a man, a black man, and just being a ghetto ass nigga. And I feel like it's a war going on between black men and ghetto ass niggas. And that's why the world is crumbling the way it is. That's why other races look down on black people, because of these ghetto ass niggas with this ghetto ass bum ass mentality. Like, go work for your shit. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna steal somebody's shit? That's some weak ass shit. Man, I ain't never did nothing like that to nobody. But I always attract this type of shit in my life. And you reach a point where you can only just take so much of this shit before you crash out. Now, I ain't gonna do nothing stupid and throw my life away. As a man, I'm gonna just have to rebuild. There have been other bigger bosses that have took bigger losses. But it's like, still, dog. Damn, a storage every night. And who knows how long that'll last before they catch on, and, who knows? So, only thing I can do is just rebuild quickly as possible. Thank goodness it happened in the summer months. It wasn't the winter where it's freezing cold. So, I do have the comfortability to walk around and be outside without freezing to death. But my plan is I got to get this built back up as quickly as possible. So I'm going to take any job for now just to make some money. And while I'm in the midst of making some money, I'll be looking for better jobs that I can actually keep and that I actually like down the line. But I got to make some type of money to be able to pay my storage, um, pay my YMCA membership so that I can shower and use Wi-Fi and, stuff like that. And not have to donate plasma and mess my arm up. And I have to get another van as soon as possible. And I want to get this set up before winter. So let's see, it's basically the middle of July. So I pretty much got August, that's the summer. Then September, October, that's the fall. So, I got about maybe 3 months of like decent weather before, things get back rough again. So, that's the plan. But man, every day I think about this bum ass nigga. So, got my little briefcase here, got my little chips. It ain't much in here. You can see it's damn near empty. And then I got like half a loaf of bread. So I just eat on this here and think about what I'm gonna say in my interview. And my face is still on fire from trying to shave. Man, jeez. Man, but yeah, if y'all got some tips, man, let me know. Let me know what y'all do to shave, man, because now it's starting to like bump up and get those like razor bumps, and that just look disgusting. And due to my living situation, it's already putting years on my face and making me look way older than what I really am. And now with these bumps, oh God, it's just gonna be even worse. So man, help your boy out, man. If y'all got some shaving tips, man, for real. Cause I never really learned how to shave. This like my first time trying to shave. And it is not working out. So let me know. But let me go ahead and eat. And before I get ready to go to my interview. So hopefully it goes well. But it's kind of bittersweet though, because even if it does go well, and let's say I do get this job, it's not really the job that I want. Like I'll probably end up quitting if I find something better. And I actually got another interview lined up for tomorrow. But the thing about that is it's supposed to be raining and thunderstorming tomorrow. So the interview is far out. And then once I actually, like I can catch the bus somewhat there, but then there's like a 20-minute walk once I get off the bus to get to the actual building. So if it's raining and thunderstorming, you know what I mean? I'm going to be in there wet. And then before the interview, I had scheduled to donate plasma again so I could get $60 to have some money in my pocket. But the rain, it's just been raining like crazy lately. And if I had my van, none of this would matter because I could just pull up, hop out with my umbrella, bam. But now I got to do all this shit in the rain and I'm pissed. This bum ass nigga. Oh. And I just pray to God, if there is a God, if God is on my side, man, I pray that God, you rain down hell on this bum ass nigga for what he did to me and what he put me through. And then I got to thinking about karma. I used to say, and I sort of still feel this way, but I used to say karma is the true God. But then if that's the case, why did this happen to me? I never put no energy out here like this against nobody else. I never flipped nobody's life upside down. So why did this type of shit happen to me? So now maybe I'm starting to believe karma ain't real and karma isn't the true God, because if it was, I would be receiving good things, not this. But then on the other hand, they say, well, some things happen for a reason. And I don't really know if I believe that, but I was thinking, okay, what if it's true? What if certain things do happen for a reason? What if it was God taking that van away from me because who knows? Had it not got stolen, maybe a couple of days later, I'd be driving down the street and somebody run a red light and boom, run into me and I die in a car accident. Or maybe I'm at a red light and somebody pull up and a altercation happens and they pull out a gun and blast me down. So maybe it was like a situation like God said, let me just take the van away from him so he could keep his life. You know, who knows? Maybe I would have been going down the wrong street that day and something worse would have happened. I could look at it that way too, but I don't think so. The only way I can really see it is this bum ass nigga just flipped my life upside down for no apparent reason. So he took my Xbox that was in there, so now I can't, access my Xbox account. And I was actually in the midst of making a movie with my Xbox. That's the crazy part. So that's on hold. Took the TV that was in there, took the 3 cell phones that I had. So I can't access my YouTube channels that I created, that I had built up. And I actually had subscribers like in other states and other countries rocking with me. I can't access that. So now I got to start my YouTube all over. All my pictures from when I was little, from my childhood, was in those phones. They gone. My whole childhood is erased. The only pictures that I had of my mom, who's dead, who died when I was 3, were in those phones. That's gone. My interviews that I had, content that I created, my deepest, darkest stories, my deepest, darkest secrets was in those phones. My in-dash tablet with all my music on it. My baby boy Jordans. A motherfucking avocado and spinach. Now I can get that back, but it's like, damn, dog. And then my van, ultimately, the place where I sleep, the place where I, rest, use the bathroom, get around, my transportation, all that's gone. So, just messed me up, dog. But if karma is real, if God is real, man, I cursed that little nigga, seriously, because you didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? If you needed a ride or needed something, you could have just asked me. You didn't have to jump in my shit and take my shit like that. While my back was turned, you coward ass nigga. And that's what I'm saying. That's the difference between a man and just a ghetto ass nigga. Like, wait till my back turn and just jump and take my shit, you fucking coward, dog. So I'm pissed, but I gotta calm down and go in this interview like a man.